I thought that those turn signals looked so stupid and also not easy to see, so I replaced them with the originals.
Right, this is the battlefield. All this lot out. All this lot out. Grease here. All of these tools trying to get these damn rubber things in. I'm ending up with this to try and get them in. Ridiculous, huh? Well, thankfully, I have a subscriber or someone that just viewed it. I don't know whether they're a subscriber or not. Sent me a name of another person on YouTube, unfortunately now no longer with us, but he had a different method of doing it, and it is so much easier. You do have to make up a little tool, but that's not difficult. Just a matter of some pieces, which I will show you in the next clip. So let me make the tool, and then I'll show you it in action. Right, there is a slight delay on the clutch. Need to order some rubber bits. I was messing around with those previous ones and I'm not happy with the way they are. They seem ridiculously hard to me, so I've ordered some from a special Triumph place and hopefully that'll work. But I also have to get this tank sorted out, and I couldn't find a video online that showed this very simply how to do it. So first and foremost, you want to drain the tank. Some of them say, oh, take the seat off. There's no need to take the fucking seat off. I don't know where they get that idea from. Anyway, this is a 79 Bonneville, 750, and there is 1, 2, 3 bolts as far as I'm aware. So first things first is to drain it. Now I've got evapor rust in this at the moment because I'm fixing the rust. But you've got to undo, obviously, both fuel pipes. So let's start with the one this side and then start draining. This should be relatively simple. And I will be replacing these filters as well. I don't like them. Why don't I like them? Because they've been used and they're old. Let's see if I can separate this now. Oh, look at that, perfect. Let's get this bloody thing out of the way. Right, and I'll tuck this. Cool, yeah, that pipe's gone really stiff. Okay, and that'll go straight into the bowl when I turn it on, hopefully. There we go. Take the cap off. Go a little quicker. And that's cure rust. No, it's not cure rust, it's evapor rust. So we'll just let that drain now. Okay, tank is now drained. In order to remove the tank, there are 3 bolts, as I mentioned. One is hidden under here. It's just quite hard. I might try and get a new one of those. And it is a 1/2 inch. Hang on a second. The other bolts, there's 2 of them, are there. That's one this side, one the other side. That removes that bar, and then you just lift the tank out. There's nothing else holding it. I don't know why these people make such a big deal of it. Right, so let me entertain you. No, sorry. Let me get this thing out of here and then start cleaning the inside. Of course, it won't come out. You need a magnet. Let me get one. It's a nut, by the way. I'm not sure there's a washer on it. Yeah, there is a washer. There's a spring washer and a flat washer. We'll undo the bolt on this side. Again, it's 1/2 inch. Strangely enough, these don't have spring washers on them. Maybe the previous person who took them off didn't put spring washers on. I would have thought they should have had spring washers. However, it doesn't. The other thing that, if you look down through the filler, you'll see what you think is the end of a bolt. It's not. Because that worried me for a moment. Oh, crap, it's going to leak. Well, it's not. It's a retaining cap for the bolt. And comes out with this this bar. Okay, now in theory, the tank should just lift out. Don't think you need to have the seat up, but I'm going to just in case. Yeah, probably not. Done. Still got some stuff in there, some come on, evapor rust. I drained it on the side that was for the normal tank, and the amount of liquid that's left, you know, under normal circumstances would be petrol for the reserve tank. So if I turn the tap on the other side, which is the left side, that will drain the tank completely. That's your emergency or reserve tank, as I have always referred to it. So let's get this stuff out of here. Right, now we need to remove the petcocks. The big nut there, that is a 3/4. And then what I do is I just put that on there and give it a twist. Oh, that one came out quite easily. Oh dear, look at that, it's left the... do you see that? The filter that was on here, or the gauze, has just dropped inside the tank. Now don't worry, I'll be able to get it out, but yeah. It does tell me that I really did need to replace these. I mean, they're 1979 after all, so not a surprise, is it? Let's see if this one decides to do the same kind of thing. Yeah. And look at the crap that's on there. Oh my God. Yeah, and that's buggered as well. Right, let me see if I can get that gauze out. Should be able to. Just shake it up somewhere. But I don't want to get it out. Well, Simple, because I'm going to be putting nuts in here and shaking it around to try and get rid of all the loose paint that's in here. Come on, where are you, you bugger? You were on that side, so now you should come over. Talk amongst yourselves. One of those games, isn't it? Let me get it out. Ah, there it is. It's funny. As I put it down, it fell out. Right, now, what I'd like to do, there's a rubber piece there. That has come from inside there. So you don't want to lose that. In fact, what I'm going to do is put it on the bike. Now, I'm going to give this just a quick wash on the outside, get it a little bit cleaner. Then after I've done that, find some nuts. Actually, what I may do, I don't know yet, I haven't decided. I'm just going to find some nuts or some plastic caps to go in these holes, so that I can then put the some evapor rust in there and the nuts and try and get rid of all that loose paint that's in there. Otherwise I'm going to be trying to suck it up through the new pet box. God. Now, I'm assuming I do need to keep these pieces, these lower pieces. I hope they're the same size. Gonna find out, aren't I? Yes, sirree, Bob. Yeah. Okay, let's get on with it. Have you got cheesy balls? Well, I know I'm always going on about this. That was full of cheesy balls, and of course my wife and I ate them all. But now I keep all my plastic caps in there. Very useful. See, 2 plastic caps there. Had I not kept them, I would have had to find something more difficult, like bolts. But they're in there now, and now I can get on and do my thing, which is to get some nuts in here and some evapor rust and shake it all about. I have my evapor rust here. Hopefully those caps won't leak, but I'm about to find out. Let's have a look before I pour it all in. Seems to be okay. I don't want to put too much in because it makes it heavy. Oh, we're good. Right, now I'm going to get some nuts. Right, let's see what comes out. There we go, they're all out. Let's get some paper towel here. Okay, just let that settle for a second. There, look at all the crap that's come out. See a big flake there of paint. Yeah, and that was, as previously mentioned, Pour 15 tank treatment. Sorry, poor 15. Not impressed. That shouldn't have peeled off like that. And believe me, I followed the instructions implicitly. Yeah, just look at it. Okay. Yeah, very odd, strange video today. I've had to order some new rubbers, as I mentioned. And that's going to be it for today's video. Yeah. No more to say apart from get out in the garage, go do some shit. Yeah, this is just some of the shit that came out the tank. Some of it's gone into the bottle here, and you can see there's some very fine stuff here. Look at it. Yeah, that is not what you want in your tank. What a fucking disaster that is.